The spread of germs. Many people in the world are sick with the coronavirus right now. Germs spread the coronavirus from person to person. Germs are very tiny particles that can only be seen with a microscope. People cannot see where germs are or how they move from person to person. But coronavirus germs can spread when sick people cough, talk, sneeze, or touch something. The germs can spread when sick people shake hands with healthy people. They can spread when sick people have germs on their hands and touch surfaces and objects. When healthy people touch these same surfaces and objects, the germs can move to the healthy person, making them sick too. That is why it is important for us to learn healthy habits. These habits include washing hands regularly and well. Promoting healthy habits can help stop the spread of coronavirus. So we are going to understand how easily coronavirus germs can spread in this experiment. Instead of germs, we're going to use mold spores. Like germs, mold spores are too tiny to see with just our eyes. They can spread when someone touches a surface where mold spores are. Mold spores can be on desks, phones, chairs, and more. Also, like germs, washing hands well with soap and water can remove mold spores from hands. If they are not washed away, mold spores can grow into mold that we can see. So we are going to see which surfaces have the most mold spores in this experiment. So we are going to start, we're going to use bread to make mold. We are going to start with a piece of bread that has not been touched. We're going to seal it in a bag so that nothing else gets in it. So let's get our piece of bread out here. I'm not touching it either. We're going to put it in here. There is our not washed bread. We'll seal it up. That is our first piece of bread. Next, we are going to have a piece of bread that is touched with dirty hands. I haven't washed my hands for a while, so we're going to consider them dirty. So I'm going to take a piece of bread and I'm going to wipe my hands on the bread like this. And then we will put this in the dirty hands bag. Dirty hands bag. Next, we are going to look at a piece of bread that is touched with washed hands. So I'm going to step over here and wash my hands with soap. And water, of course. I didn't sing happy birthday. Did you sing happy birthday for me while I washed my hands? All right, so these are nice washed hands. And we are going to put this piece of bread in the bag for washed hands. I'll do the same thing, kind of rub my hands on it a little bit. All right, there's our bag with washed hands. Next, we are going to do a piece of bread after I've used hand sanitizer. So here's my hand sanitizer. Get that on here good. Let it dry off a little bit. All right, so this piece of bread, my hands have hand sanitizer. Now the last piece of bread we're going to do is one from a table. Now we're not here by a table, so I'm going to use the counter. But we're going to take this piece of bread, wipe it on the counter, and put it in the bag. Now here we go on the counter. We'll get both sides good. And we'll put that in here. And there we are. Now, this experiment is actually going to take a while. It's going to take a month. We have to observe these for a month. So what I will do is every Tuesday for the next month is we will look at our bags of bread and see if we have mold growing and how much mold grows on different surfaces. So that is our experiment with our bread. And there are our bags with no mold on them right now, and we will see what they do in a week's time.